Are you stuck at the infamously difficult second phase of Duskveil? You might just need a level up and some knowledge to tip the balance in your favour. I'll not only be covering the key moves of both Phase 1 and 2, but how to deal with them. And if you're still struggling, I will also provide one of the best farming methods in Chapter 4 for XP and will at the end of the video. Before you fight Duskveil, I would highly recommend fighting both the Scorpion Lord and the Taoist Me, as they disappear on initiating combat. As for drops, you get not one, but two indispensably useful items from him. The first being Kun Steel, which is one of the highest and most valuable items in the game, as it's used to craft the rarest weapons, such as the final upgrade of the Long Staff. You also obtain the more commonly known Weaver's Needle, which will help you greatly in the 100-Eye Taoist fight. The first phase is exceptionally easy when you know what to look out for. At first, you're presented with a rather basic moveset that evolves below half health, adding some basic alternations. The second phase presents an enhanced moveset revolving around his passively damaging AoE blood spray and chain sword attacks. The frustration of this is only amplified by the stupidly small hitbox, as he doesn't have separate lock-on points for his legs, which would fix the issue. However, a way to play optimally around his hitbox would be to avoid using the final hit of your light attack combo and focus on the multi-hits, as they will most likely miss the majority of the time. Then just to add insult to injury, you'll probably get punished for them as well. The main moves you want to look out for and exploit are the two-footed stomp, however he can sometimes drop the second foot to dash back and create some distance. The boss is easily staggerable when the head reaches the floor on the second stomp, so this is your best opportunity to unleash a light finisher or charged heavy attack. He has two different variations of his flying move. The first he will ascend into the air and then follow up with a smash towards the ground. After you reduce his health to around half, then he will begin to add a delayed spin before he lands. Whatever you do not panic roll, as you will almost always get hit by the second move. You want to focus in and react as soon as you see him closing in. When he gets to just over a quarter of his health bar, Duskveil will hastily dodge back and start death charging at you. Learn the timings for these, especially as this is one of the best moves to build focus before his second phase. If you don't feel comfortable with dodging the attack, you can always just run to the side. However, this will make the second phase longer, so it's best just to learn the timings. After you successfully dodge the fourth charge, run towards him as soon as you can, as he will fall over and this will allow you to get a full light combo off. Once in phase 2, he will fire 2 slashing projectiles from his sword. This is your best opportunity to close the distance by rolling straight through them. If you do this successfully, you will have created a large opening, as the boss will scream, allowing you some free attacks, or time to cast a spell, or summon. The best way I've found to deal with the blood spray is to roll under him or try to get to the side, as you don't want to risk the extra tick damage. If he follows with a sword combo and it catches you off guard, you'll be back at the Keeper Shrine before you know it. The sword swing he does stays relatively consistent in timing, so it will be easy to learn. However, he sometimes will plunge the sword into the ground. To not get murdered by this, I'd recommend either running away and creating distance, or trying to stagger him, which you can do with 3 bars of charge. One of his most terrifying moves is the ranged barrage of needles. The first wave of them aren't too scary, however you better hope you put all of your points into stamina and have the staff spin energy saver skill, or you'll need to hit around 5 consecutive perfect dodges, with the alternative being sucking up the damage and hoping you survive. This should cover almost everything important he has to offer, but if you're still struggling and want to boost your levels or will, just head over to the Pool of Shattered Jade, which is the shrine where you first encountered the Venom Taoist. There'll be a massive large cobwebs, and we're going to exploit the damage from the rat detransformation we got in Act 3. If you don't have this, I'll link a video in the description on how to obtain it. You want to apply all of your points into enhanced transformation damage for maximum effect. If you want to take it one step further, you can go and get the Brooch Curio that will allow you to get more will from defeating enemies. Once you've got both of those things, then you just run up to the cobwebs, dodge in, and activate the D-transformation. If done right, you'll get around quarter to a half of an XP bar at level 56, and something like 1,000, 2,000 will. It's absolutely crazy. You now know everything you need to eliminate debatably the most difficult boss in Act 4, along with an extremely efficient XP/will farming method. I can't really talk about the correct spells to use, as I only ever use the binding spell, as it forces me to learn the movesets to create cool, more informative videos. Also, I might just enjoy the pain and suffering that comes from rerunning a boss for 3 hours to test random BS. Please check out my other guides in the Wukong playlist and subscribe if you think this video deserved it, as I plan to make one of these guides every single day for the next 2 weeks, and on top of that, they're going to increase in both informational quality and editing quality with every new release. Thank you for watching.